Good evening. This is Gary Lindner, physiologist and self-care doc. And I want to thank you for joining us for this evening's Healthy by Choice class. Tonight we're going to talk about a fascinating subject. It's one that was, it's relatively new. It's called body burden. That term was first coined in the early 2000s, and what it refers to is the environmental toxins that we sequester and hold in our bodies. It's quite simply called pollution in people. But first, we're going to go through a little bit of review from some of our previous classes, and then we'll get right into the body burden. So I think we can all agree that we can't put a price on our health, because without it, we really don't have anything. The self-care awakening was designed really to give people some easy choices to live a more healthy, vibrant lifestyle. We have a web page called the selfcarehub.com, and most of the things we talk about are in this magazine, and you can download this under the freebies section at the selfcarehub.com. And I suggest you do it just to kind of get the bullet points and some of the information. It's an electronic copy, a PDF that you can download to your computer and read. But to define self-care, it's an active process through which we become aware of and then make choices for a healthier life. We want to have an awareness of the problem. Then we talk about why we have the problem, and then solutions for the problem, especially through the context of the Nikan Wellness Home and how it can help us all be healthy by choice and not leave our health to chance. So the biggest problem we have globally, I think, is chronic disease, and it is a global issue. Currently, 50% of adults worldwide have at least one chronic condition, and 1 in 3 suffer with 2 or more. Chronic diseases are advancing globally and across every region and pervading all socioeconomic classes. It's our leading cause of death. 70% of deaths are due to chronic disease, and leading cause of disability worldwide. Now, chronic diseases all have interrelated common risk factors, and they're largely preventable. Yet we spend nearly 90% of our healthcare dollars on treating chronic disease. And how we do this is with pharmaceutical intervention. 5.8 billion prescriptions are filled in the US per year. That's about 17 per person, but we aren't alone. In the UK, there's been nearly a 50% increase just over the last decade, to a shocking level of almost 15 prescriptions per individual. The other countries are right behind us are Canada, Germany, and France, and this continues to increase globally, driven by the growing demand for drugs to treat age-related and chronic diseases. So, as I said, chronic diseases share some common risk factors, and they're in 2 big categories. First is non-modifiable factors, such as our heredity, our genetic makeup, and our age. And the rest are modifiable factors. In other words, most chronic diseases are primarily environmental in origin. They are not genetic. And here are the things that we talk about as 4 factors for chronic disease in the self-care awakening. 1, we don't drink enough water. Most of us live our lives in a state of chronic dehydration. And again, this is a global fact. The average adult sleeps less than 7 hours per night, 6.5 hours per night in the US, and we need 8. We have changed what we're eating, and we consume way too much sugar. In the in the 1800s, we consumed 9 grams of sugar a day. We currently are consuming 150 grams of sugar a day. And of course, if we're getting poor sleep quality and we're dehydrated, that affects our weight as well. And I think we can all agree we live in a toxic world, and each of us have more than 200 contaminants. We also, 93% of us have BPAs. So let's talk about this concept of body burden and how that affects our health. The Environmental Working Group, this was in 2005, did a study where they tested the umbilical cord blood of newborn infants. they detected nearly 300 chemicals, 180 that cause cancer, 217 that were toxic to the brain and nervous system, and 208 that cause birth defects or abnormal development. And they state in this study that they probably would have detected more had they had the means to do so. These environmental toxins many times are very difficult to test for or to analyze. Now, the other disturbing fact here that this study brings up to me, what I think about it is, and when I think of the ramifications of this, is that if we are compromised at birth, we already are carrying a body burden. The amount of toxins in our body until until it elicits a disease process is much shorter because we are compromised earlier in life. And if we look at statistics, I think we will see that chronic diseases are showing up earlier and earlier in our lifetimes. It's not unusual for people in their 20s or 30s or even in their 40s to have chronic issues. And what diseases are we talking about? How is this affecting us? Well, this is a partial list, but the other disturbing part is that, and of course the ones in bold here, cancer, chronic respiratory problems, diabetes, stroke, heart disease, are the top 5 globally. But when we look at this list of diseases, there are some there that we never even heard of a couple generations ago. And they have all been related to these environmental toxins. It's been nearly 40 years since the Time magazine. I remember when this cover story came out that was called The Poisoning of America. And it's nearly 40 years. So as the question I like to ask, so it's something we've been aware of, but the question I think we need to ask in the last 40 years, has this problem gotten better or has it gotten worse? It's gotten worse. It's gotten exponentially worse. There are over 85,000 chemicals in the marketplace, and every 5 years there are 10,000 new ones that weren't here 5 years ago. If you equate that out to daily, it's like 5 new chemicals a day. And the EPA approves 90% of 1,700 new compounds without restrictions each year. We haven't done a very good job governmentally as far as restricting environmental toxins here in the U.S. Other countries have. We've really only banned 5 of them that I know of in recent years, whereas many of the other European countries have done a much better job of restricting their use. So what are environmental toxins? Basically, they are cancer-causing chemicals and endocrine disruptors, both human-made and naturally occurring, that can harm our health by disrupting sensitive biological systems. Some of the natural occurring ones would be heavy metals like lead, mercury, radon, chemicals like formaldehyde, benzene, and cadmium. And man-made compounds would include bisphenol A, a potent endocrine disruptor, oxybenzone, fluoride, parabens, phthalates, PCBs, percolate, volatile organic compounds, and asbestos. And again, this is just a partial list. So where do we get these toxins? We get them from the food we eat, from what we drink, from the air we breathe, and from the things that touch our skin. We absorb them from things that touch our skin. So what can we do to reduce our body burden of these environmental toxins? The first is stay well hydrated. Second, get a good quality night's sleep. Food choices are important, and there's certain foods that will help us detoxify. And exercise is important. So let's first just look at exercise. Exercise helps lymph fluids circulate through the body, which helps remove toxins and harmful materials. It kind of kickstarts the detox process as we work up sweat. We increase blood flow, promoting better circulation to pump white blood cells through the body and help our organs cleanse themselves effectively. I love this quote by Andrew Weil saying the best way to detoxify is to stop putting toxic things into the body and depend upon its own mechanisms. So let's look at some simple steps to avoid environmental toxins. First, wash your hands frequently, but avoid antibacterial soap. Dust and vacuum your home often. Avoid artificially fragranced products. Choose fresh foods over canned or processed foods. Opt for organic food products when possible. Buy or make natural cleaning products. I just read an article today on how to make some natural cleaning products for our home. And Also, it's getting to be springtime, and we got some weed problems on how to make some environmentally friendly weed killer as well. Using Epsom salts is the main ingredient there, but also I would highly recommend filter your tap water and filter your air. I want to introduce you to this concept, and it's a Nikken concept that we call the wellness home. It's like a greenhouse for humans. This is a unique idea by Nikken, and really what it's about is protecting your home, making it the healthiest environment possible. It's let the good things in and keep bad things out, and make all these choices that we want to make for our health simple, easy, and affordable. So for hydration in the wellness home, we have water products. This is our water pack. It's our most popular pack and most popular product line that we have. And hydration is important to reduce our body burden for proper liver and kidney function. But we want to filter our water. And the liver and the kidneys, the liver is primarily a primary organ that helps detoxify, get rid of toxins, and the kidney has function there as well. So we want to filter our water. The best way to provide you and your family with healthy water is to filter tap water. Bottled water is not a good choice, and I might suggest you to look at our another class that we did called the Great Bottled Water Debate, and make your own mind up whether that you think bottled water is a healthy choice. But Primag water technology, these are made with recyclable and biodegradable materials and include a polymer that does not leach chemicals into the water as some plastics will. The best way I can describe our water products is it takes all the bad things out and then puts good things back into the water that nature wants there, like minerals, so to providing an alkaline water, structure to the water so it's more absorbable. It's the healthy choice not only for you but for our planet, and help reduce the plastic problem as well. Get a good night's quality sleep. This is where we reduce the amount of a metabolite called beta amyloid, which has been linked to Alzheimer's. Cerebral spinal fluid flow increases as well to help detoxify our nervous system while we're sleeping. Our wellness home product, our Nikken wellness home product, that's the Nature S Sleep Pack. It's made with environmentally safe materials. I challenge you to Google what's in a conventional mattress as far as chemicals and toxins. You'll be surprised. And when you're Googling and looking at some of these videos or reading some of these studies or papers, think about this is where we spend 1/3 of our life every night, sleeping on top of a mattress that's off-gassing toxic chemicals and breathing those, and we're breathing those. But the Nature S Sleep Pack is made with safe materials. It's made of natural latex, natural fibers, free from chemical pesticides, insecticides, or fertilizers, and made from fully renewable resources. So you're kind of getting a theme here too. These products aren't only for our health, but for the health of our planet too. One of the things I really appreciate about Nikken and our wellness home products and technologies is that we use renewable resources, and we really try to keep our planet as healthy as we can as well. Let's filter the air we breathe. The air inside our home is 2 to 5 times worse than the air outside. We spend 90% of our time indoors. People that spend most of their time indoors are the very young, the very old, or the sick, or the infirmed, breathing probably the least healthiest air they possibly could. So we want to purify, we want to filter our air. The Kinko air purifier is an excellent choice to do that. It has advanced multiple filtration. It's a HEPA filter, exceeds efficiency of capturing up to 99.97% of zero point 0.3 micron particles in the air. It's an activated carbon filter, which is important there because that helps remove volatile organic compounds, which are again on that list that contribute to our body burden. Food can help us, and in the wellness home, in our nutrition section, we have some great products to do that. We have the Kenzen Vital Balance. It's organic, and it has chlorella and cilantro that assist the body's own detoxifying system to reduce heavy metals. It's a chelator for heavy metals. Our jade green zymes, our barley grass supplement, which I have every day. It's great. I love it. It tastes like drinking a glass of grass, but what it reminds me of, it's very healthy, and it reminds me of uh, chewing on a blade of grass when I was playing baseball. But it tastes great to me. If the taste does is if the taste isn't something that you enjoy, we also make it in a capsule form, so it's very user friendly that way. But it has a lot of chlorophyll and beta carotene, and it stimulates the elimination and waste and detoxes our liver daily. Another product I would add into there to help us detox is our matcha green tea drink. It's called Kenzen 10-4. It's a great way to get a little energy, and it's a very mild energy. It's not a energy drink kind of energy. It's just an alertness and awareness, a very healthy feeling. It has amino acids and abundant nutrients and antioxidants, and it's a great tool. Matcha green tea is a great tool to help you detoxify. One other product that we have, and this is one I use maybe quarterly. It kind of depends on how much we're traveling, because I have less control over environmental toxicity in my living space when we're traveling. And so I use this probably quarterly, and it's the Nikken Cleanse and Detox. Contains a blend of 100% organic ingredients, and it's formulated to help support our liver, our major organ for detoxifying. So some suggested reading, and this is a book I have in my library. It's called Invisible Killers: The Truth About Environmental Genocide. You can also find some video clips on YouTube with the authors talking about this book. It's quite enlightening as to this problem, and like I said, it's a relatively new problem. The body burden, as a term, was coined in the early 2000, about 2001, 2002. But pick up this book and take a read, or even look at some of the videos on YouTube. So the solution for this problem, body burden, is the Nikken Wellness Home. So Nikken Active Wellness products use science and technology to replicate nature so we can be healthy by choice. I love that, and that's exactly what we do. Our products are the solution, not only for hydration, to be well hydrated with our water pack, our sleep pack for a healthy good night's sleep, our core nutrition so we can help and maintain a healthy weight, are the Kinko air purifier, and we have an energy pack to relieve discomfort, give you a little more energy in a natural way. And the other cool thing is any home can be a wellness home. So a solution here for the problem for the self-care awakening is drink half your body weight in ounces of healthy water each day, get 8 hours of sleep each night, reduce sugar consumption to 25 grams a day for women and 36 grams a day for men, and reduce your body burden and environmental toxins with the Nikken Wellness Home. We invite you to join our global wellness community. You can register as a customer. That's free with no obligation. That opens up your self-care portal where you can order products directly, and you get first access to new products and special offers. Or you can join our team and enroll as a consultant. That's $99 plus tax. You get a free web page to send customers to. You can make retail profits of 20% on retail profits and commissions up to 20%, and you'll have the support of our complete team to help you not only be healthy but help others be healthy by choice as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening and some coming attractions. We're going to talk about bottled water, whether it's healthy, whether it's not. And we'll have that recording up very quickly afterwards as well. And visit the selfcarehub.com. You can find a lot of good information there. We have a weekly blog called The Impetus. Please sign up for it. That blog will let you know, it's emailed to you, and let you know what our next Tuesday night Healthy by Choice class is going to be, the subject it's going to be on. So once again, thanks for joining us, and have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.